That man wearing the camo. It's kind of camo. I don't know. I think it qualifies as camo. I think
camo.
So. It's camo. Yeah.
It's not the traditional
not
camo
traditional
colors.
exactly, yeah.
It's red. He got one of the Renegade colors. That's close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. That's basically a Renegade's jersey. Basically.
I mean, if you change up some of the colors, you take away the logos and sponsors, you make it a pocket T-shirt, and definitely not a jersey. Yeah, you got it.
Here's the thing.
I mean, I don't see a difference.
It's Smash Brothers camo, intended to specifically blend in at tournaments.
So we're probably going to be seeing the Sheik and Rosa.
Yeah,
I can't see these two switching off characters.
Yeah, like I said, Vinnie does, if he ever wanted to go Cloud, he does have that option. I feel like right now he's feeling the Sheik, though. Playing very solid against Cyber. Even against Dabuz, he didn't really play particularly bad at all. Dabuz just was kind of on top of what Vinnie was going to do. But right now, Vinnie, he does kind of have that freshness of just winning a set. And sometimes going into a grand final set, that can actually be the key to kind of get you moving a little faster. So we got to see what's going to happen here. This is the grand finals. Dabuz on the winner's side, Vinnie on the loser side. Let's go. AON 24, I believe.
25.
25. Those numbers keep going up and up. But right now, this set count keeps going up and up in Dabuz's favor, I believe. Vinnie recently kind of having a little bit of trouble defeating Dabuz, but we did see he can get that game. He can make the W happen. He's just got to play right.
Yeah, but contesting space against Dabuz is going to be rather difficult, especially if he's not given that ground control where he can finally take Luma off the board. And we saw how well they did that in winners finals, where Luma was just constantly removed as a threat and forced Dabuz to play a lot more patiently, like we're used to seeing him whenever he's at a disadvantage. However, this is the first time that we're seeing Luma taken off for now, and Vinnie finally taking this moment to try and crack open Dabuz.
Yeah, and I have to believe that up air just barely didn't kill Dabuz. Obviously, Rosalina, one of the lighter characters in the cast, it's not going to do it just yet, but Vinnie still nonetheless looking at a very, kind of a very nice look here with this percent difference. But you can never count out Dabuz. Rage is a factor, Luma's a factor, and this character can kill early if the situation arises.
Yeah, that Nair almost taking it off, but not quite. It's going to not even be that back air. Excellent DI from Vinnie. He's keeping him alive, and he's making sure that Dabuz doesn't walk away with this one scot-free. He's going to have to earn his marks as first blood goes in Vinnie's favor.
Yeah, I will say here in New York, it's almost midnight, but Vinnie is still wide awake. He has just incredible movement. He's very aware, good DI, and then just closing it out with the bouncing fish. Vinnie taking a lead on the loser's side. Like I said, he's going to have to put in the work, but Dabuz, he wants this to be over.
Yeah, Rosa swinging that neck to night, looking to get those kills with that up smash.
Like I said, late tournament for both these guys, but they are wide awake. They are here to play. I got to say, something about Vinnie today seems very determined. I do think that this will be a very close set.
It was rather funny. Earlier in the week, he had gone to Xeno, and he had stated how he was going to take out the frustrations of him being late for signing up for Smash Adelphia out in bracket. Maybe he's carrying a bit of that too late to reg salt into tonight.
I'm sure it's at this point, it's not really, it's not rage. It's probably just like sort of like the fun rage, where it's like, I gotta play. It's kind of like, one of those feelings where you're just really thirsting for the game. And Vinnie, obviously one of the better players in the world, straight up. Probably definitely a top 5 Sheik in the world. And that is exactly why plays like that are what put him on the map. And he is here to make a statement. 1-0 in Vinnie's favor right now.
I just realized we don't have stream talk. Hold up. Hold up.
Shouts to Sage.
I didn't even realize he left. Where'd he go?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing up.
One of these days, there's going to be a day when we have a stream tech for an entire set. Hey, what's up?
This man throwing the bullets out here.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and we're going to see how almost works out in Rosalina.
Wait, but what?
Didos?
Yeah, but
thinking emoji?
Well, first thing first. I see Vinnie and Dabuz a lot.
We do. We're seeing.
They're pretty. They got pretty big.
We're at the in-between screen.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Are we not?
And Vinnie's just they're focusing really hard. I mean, are they playing? Oh, they are playing Smash. Would you look at that? I would have never known. Okay. Anyway, just joking with Sage, but anyway, here they are. Now their faces in the corners of the screen, and we are going to see the Rosa Ditto.
Yes, we are. Seems like Vinnie has finally opted to break out those secondaries that he has trained up Though, I'm curious as to why he's opted for the Rosalina Ditto as opposed to taking out his Cloud. Now, yes, we know that Dabuz has plenty of experience against seasoned Clouds, but Cloud has a numerous amount of tools for removing Luma from the equation and forcing Rosalina to ledge very often, because a lot of her landings are a lot more questionable when Cloud is around to threaten them with up air.
Yeah, not gonna lie, you know, the Cloud Rosa, that is definitely one of those matchups that I'm not gonna say it's undoable for Rosa by any means. Obviously, it's still very doable, but it's definitely a matchup that is at least somewhat in Cloud's favor. You know, definitely Cloud has the tools to get a lot of that, get a lot of pressure on Rosalina and just kind of swat Luma away very fast. But no, Vinnie opting for his other secondary, you know, the other character with the up airs, Dabuz's main himself, you know, just the Rosalina coming out to play here.
A lot of this particular match is going to be a matter about how well they could operate without their Lumas, because so much of their kit is oriented towards just...
Yo, that down air spaghettied out, but that up smash isn't.
As I was going to try to say before they started just down airing each other off stage, Luma does a good job of getting rid of Luma.
That's actually very true.
Like, there's just enough knockback behind a lot of Luma's hits that he doesn't have to worry about much. And that was a really nicely spaced down air, being able to clip right through the stage right before Dabuz was able to connect himself to ledge.
Looking like the Luma hitbox coming in clutch. Luma, you know, we didn't see it, but that Luma was definitely extending a 12-foot pole down under there, just kind of pushing him down under the stage. Crazy range sometimes that you see from this character. Just very smart, though, being aware that that would come into play. You know, that is not a traditional play by in any sense of the word. So very good character awareness.
We got another Luma popped off. And shout-outs to killing off the Luma that was the same color, because I have to say that little pit fight between the two Lumas, very confusing. No one ever had the sight of mind to make sure that multiple Rosalinas on stage couldn't get the same color Luma. But, one way or another, we don't even have two Rosalinas on stage after that one. Vinnie taking off a game.
I guess this was the call.
So this is 2 to Vinnie?
Yo, he's making it work.
Yeah, he's making it happen. That was possibly one of the strangest moments in AON history. Just kind of the pick and the way that that set went, but he got the game. And you know, he's running it back. You know, Dabuz, he definitely feels like he can do this. You know, Dabuz often heralded as the best Rosa in the world. Honestly, I don't think there's much debate that he is.
However, I feel like it's worth reminding, a very long time ago when Vinnie first opted to pick up Rosalina as a secondary support to his Sheik, these two players did have a ditto in grand finals, and Vinnie was the one who came out on top.
Ooh, you know, maybe kind of like a, you know, kind of like a mirror of the past, you know, just kind of being like, hey, you know, I did it once, you know, it may have been 2 or so years ago back in the day, but he can still get it done. And, you know, right now he's 2-0 over Dabuz, so obviously he does have the tools and the mentality to get the W's on the board. Right now, Vinnie just kind of standing on this Smashville platform. He doesn't want to commit too hard. He knows that he can't take Dabuz lightly at all in this Ditto. You know, Dabuz, not only the Rosalina master himself, but he's kind of like the technician. You know, I know you said this before, but he's a man of great technical knowledge.
Yes, there's a reason that he's the tactician. This is a man who comes to the battlefield with a plan. He's ready to adapt wherever he's needed. And the amount of space that was able to control off the desynced Luma jabs was too much, man. This character is great to watch. I personally love seeing Rosalina, and it's not too often we get a chance to see Rosalina Dittos, even here at home.
I think Rosalina is one of those characters that the more you watch, the more you become accustomed to her options. But then when you get to see very high caliber Rosalina play like this, you're just like, dang, she can do that, she can do this, and you're just like, whoa, that's ridiculous. And you kind of just learn that, wow, these players, their knowledge of their character is kind of ridiculous. We see that from Dabuz, we see it from Utopian Ray whenever he shows up, and now we're seeing it from Vinnie.
One of the interesting things to really watch about this is that both of these players have a really good understanding about how to utilize Luma once Luma is desynced. However, it's something that Dabuz is much more accustomed to using, whereas Vinnie operates more with knowing that this character's stupid. This character hits like a truck and hits really safe, so I'm going to do that. So he incorporates his really strong neutral behind Rosalina's kit. There's not too big of a change in his own play style.
Absolutely not. You know, like I said, like a lot of people say that if you pick a character that doesn't really fit your playstyle, a lot of the time you're not going to be playing as strong. And you know, like if you find a character, whether that character be offensive, defensive, if they meet the needs and kind of the way you play, you know, the legend says that you might be playing just a tad bit stronger with that character.
Is that what's written in the scrolls of yore?
I will say I have taken a gander at those scrolls, and many things were said.
It's what
and
the
that was
ancients
one
have
of them.
heralded of Super Smash Brethren
It's also like one
for
of
the
those
Nintendo
situations.
tapestry.
It's like one of those situations like Dabuz, you know, he kind of likes to space people out, keep himself an advantage. He also is kind of one of those players that when you watch him at top level, he doesn't move as much as a lot of other people. You know, like you kind of see him stand around a lot. And you know, Rosa kind of reflects that that play perfectly for Dabuz. But Vinnie, you know, he's got his own Rosalina on board. Down air coming through, going to kill Dabuz. 100% on Vinnie. You know, can't count out this character with rage, not at all.
Not able to get the follow-up there to be able to take off that Luma, and he's going to have to pay the price for that with heavy damage.
The funny thing, too, is that you see Dabuz playing very carefully. He knows himself. Like, obviously, as a Rosalina main himself, he knows that he cannot try to contest Vinnie when he does certain things right now. He doesn't want to risk the rage kill, you know, the rage up air kill. Because obviously, Rosa's got the tools to just kind of straight up kill you with that up air. Especially with those percent on board. And Dabuz, he's respecting that, and I gotta say, that's very smart on his part. But very good tech from Vinnie. No respect there, just reactions.
From the good old Chuck.
Right there, Vinnie just kind of tethering Luma out. And yeah, that's a stock.
That's how that's going to go, and now the score is looking 2-1. Vinnie's still in favor.
And
Buzz got a bit more of a hill to climb if he's going to prevent this bracket reset.
That was a kind of strange play from Vinnie. Like, I feel like we don't see him go for options like that, like, pretty much ever. But I will say that I don't think he's shook by it at all. You know, I do think that he's still feeling himself. Oh, wait, is he changing? Oh, he's going back to Sheik. Okay. And, you know, that's kind of how you know he's confident. He's able to switch between characters pretty much at the blink of an eye. You know, a lot of players, they can't do that. Like, me personally, when I play Cloud and Bracket, I have trouble switching off the character. You know, it's sort of like I'm in that mindset, I'm in that zone, you know? But, you know, Vinnie, he doesn't have to be in no zone. He can go from zone to zone. He doesn't care.
Vinnie's like a manual car. The man is able to shift gears, and he's able to perform just as smooth. Saw a nice little combo right out the gate, and he's showing that he is more than ready to shift gears all over with Dabuz right now.
And that's definitely a talent for sure. You know, it's just having multiple characters. You know, we see this a lot from MKLeo as well. Swapping between characters and playing them all very proficiently. You know, right now it seems like Vinnie is kind of becoming akin to that. You know, kind of taking those notes from Leo's book, just saying, hey, you know, I will switch my character mid-set. I don't care. And, you know, just exuding that confidence.
Rapid Jab's doing a nice job of just trying to build up a little bit of damage here and there. However, Vinnie's going to have to try and just maintain that stage control. If he's not going to be able to net the kill, then just force Dabuz to eat that damage.
And that's what's definitely important here. The up air isn't going to close it out just yet. Sheik wasn't high enough to the blast zone to get that work done, but it's going to put on percent. You know, that is still the difficult part here, too. You know, you can say that Rosalina is building up percent, but you could also say, hey, Rosalina is building up rate so she can up air you at insert percent. So that is incredibly dangerous, and Vinnie's obviously got to keep an eye out for that. But now Dabuz, he just doesn't even want to, like, take the chance that Vinnie could get an up air or any kind of kill. He's just going to play safe, wait for his Luma to come back on deck, and there it is. Right there, that is the Luma. That is the Luma we are seeing here, the yellow Luma. I do believe all the Lumas actually have names based off color, but I do not know them off the top of my head.
If they do, it's definitely something that's fan-based.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only Luma that's named, to my knowledge, is Polari.
Ooh, who's that?
That is the... I want to say that's like the... Polari, I think, is the white one. I think that's the one that accompanies Mario in Super Mario Galaxy 1.
Okay.
But right now, accompanying Rosa is...
yeah, Luma right by her side.
Lime Green flexing on Vinnie right now, and quickly dipping after that.
And they come in different flavors, and right there, Vinnie tasted the bitterness, the sourness of that lime.
I don't even want to... yeah, all right, we're going to take a split moment just to look at that real quick. What would a Luma taste like, and why aren't we going to eat them and ever think of this again? Thank you. Good night. So meanwhile, Vinnie's comboing Dabuz on the opposite side. That is the only thought I ever wanted to give that. It's never entered my mind, and it's never coming back. But
we go in dark places when we're on commentary for a while.
Dabuz opting to come back dead center of stage. Very risky recovery, but it certainly worked out for him.
Yeah. Right now, he's dead from that?
All right, yeah. I mean, if you just didn't want to DI that right, I guess that can get you too.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, we're talking about dark places in the commentary booth. I think out there where they're playing, that was the darkest thing we've seen all set. An up air killing Raw at like 38%, was that? That was ridiculous coming from Dabuz. Oh yeah, there's also the fat one, the fat Luma from Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, but he's not in this game, so we don't care about him.
He's not in this game. Shouts to that guy though, he's pretty chill.
Imagine if he was.
Yeah, we need him. We need him in the game. Imagine if Rosalina, like one of the Lumas that spawned, was that big guy. That would be ridiculous. But you know, this character's got enough. This character's got enough. He's already got plenty of colors, and you know, we also got plenty of games that are already finished. Game 5, this could be the one that closes out the tournament. 2-2 from both these players.
Yeah, we're looking at Midnight Boys right now, so I'm always rooting for Dabuz, but right now I'm a little bit more biased because your boy wants to go eat and he wants to go sleep.
Yeah, right there. You know, getting that upset, that could be nice. But you know, we all wanna do our thing. But right now, Vinnie and Dabuz, they're doing their thing, and they're doing it quite well. They're doing a lot of Smash Brothers. You know, just
Vinnie,
very solid play.
Vinnie doing a fine job just comboing Dabuz left and right. However, Dabuz just trying to maneuver it so that Vinnie's forced to combo Dabuz at the edges of the stage, and I really like that because it's not giving Vinnie as much freedom as he would probably like. Yes, he's getting up the damage, and yes, he technically has the stage control, but if it were towards the center of the stage, there'd be a lot more room for Vinnie to maneuver.
You know, we know right now Vinnie taking a lot of control, but Dabuz not necessarily minding taking all that rage, you know? We did see that up air kill around like 40. That was kind of ridiculous. We could see plays like that come from Dabuz. We are kind of known to see plays like that from Dabuz. You know, he's kind of infamous for those random strong kills at low percent, just like that.
Oh, like we were just talking about.
And there it is.
Look at that.
He's dead.
Look what happened.
That's what happened.
126%. It's Dabuz who's sitting heavily in the lead right now, but if Vinnie's momentum throughout this set is anything to go by, he is not going to let this fly.
Oh, no, absolutely not. You know, the only thing flying right now is Rosa as she tries to recover, and Vinnie frantically tries to punish her. Oh, and right there, that is the quick swipe. And that's going to do it. We're at a very even game right now. Quite literally, we might see the bracket reset come from Vinnie. But right now, Dabuz, I almost feel like with that up air, he kind of regained some of his momentum there.
It's a matter about if Vinnie's able to continue to keep his composure throughout this. We've seen that he's remained unshaken throughout this set, having pushed Dabuz to the edge, but Dabuz having picked himself back up in full form. It's going to be a very impressive win for Vinnie if he manages to reset bracket and take it over Dabuz.
That'd be a big deal here. And, you know, right now this is very tight. The only thing here now is that Vinnie, you know, he's got to be respecting those options from Dabuz. And it could be kind of one of those situations where maybe in it mentally he's sort of like, yo, I put in all that work and then I'm dead at 50. You know, it's kind of demoralizing. But if Vinnie can collect himself, put that control on the ledge, put that pressure on the ledge, and just control Dabuz's every action, I think we could be seeing a bracket reset.
Talent City platform. Gonna save Luma, but not enough as Vinnie goes in. Clutch that one out over the little Luma. Dabuz sitting with 72 in counting. Vinnie trying to go for a...
oh yeah, that was a deep read.
That was deep, but not able to get it. Also not able to get it with the bouncing fish.
And Vinnie doesn't even want Rosalina to get to those high percents. He wants a kill right now. But he also wants to fair Luma off the stage. He does not want Rosalina's basically main killing force to be around, and that is the bracket reset in Vinnie's favor. We see a small pop-off.
Man, give him the flex.
Right now, Vinnie's feeling himself. We do see that bracket reset. Incredibly strong performance. We're going to a fresh start for both these players.
We're going into the game 6. Bracket reset.
Now, where's my bag at? I need water.
I need that aqua too.
Oh, yeah, no, we're in there.
Oh, all right. So Gojira going close to the stream setup, bopping across the cameras.
Yeah, he knows what's up. I see Sage in the background too. I see those.
Gojira!
I dig the sandals look.
Gojira!
Omega shit.
Uh-oh. What did you say?
I said Omega shit.
Uh-oh.
No, that's good.
Uh-oh. No, that's good. That is good. Oh, I didn't hear what you said there, Sage. Okay. So we are going to go to those Omega.
But the real question is which one, as we use the recommended rule set here at AON. So we'll be looking at 3 Omega stages. Suzaku Castle, which is for the most part...
Oh, wait, no. Sage is talking about Omega the Melee Tournament. Yeah, it's happening tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff going on over there. Preparation for
What
the
are we
Melee Tournament
moving?
tomorrow.
There's a set in the middle of this.
Who cares?
But nonetheless...
Yeah, I guess who cares?
Dude, we are 5 minutes into Omega Day.
Midnight boys.
Yeah, we might be going slightly nuts at this point. I don't even feel like I have to justify myself that much at this point. You know, just kind of continue to commentate, ride this wave, and you know, even. Absolutely.
All right.
All right, so going back to Lilat Sick, my favorite. Okay, let's go.
We're going into it for game 1 of Grand Finals reset bracket. Renegades Dabuz versus Vinnie.
Now, I will say this much, you know, Dabuz was very close to that victory. Sometimes when you're in winners and you get resetted like that, it's kind of demoralizing because you're just like, oh, wow, that was game 5. I could have definitely taken that. But, you know, like I said, I think Dabuz on his phone, I believe I saw him looking over some notes. So, you know, maybe he's kind of refreshing his knowledge and reassuring himself.
Yeah, one way or the other, he's got himself another 5 games potentially to try and pick things back up, whereas Vinnie is running away with quite an amazing amount of momentum. He had himself a fair run here in winners up until he ran into Dabuz, and then he went ahead and punched things out.
Sage is a pro. Thanks for the lore. Shouts to Sage, but also shouts. Oh, yo, he caught me. I stole his switch. But you know, right now the only thing we're seeing is a switch to the second set. And right now, Vinnie, you know, small lead, but it is something. He is riding this wave all the way through. He definitely wants to make this happen. You know, that'd be a big deal if he got 2 sets on Dabuz. You know, Dabuz, the Civil War champ, a top 5 player in the world. I think he's pretty much undoubtedly a top 5 player in the world, still on the PGR. This will be a very, very nice win to add to Vinnie's already very nice and growing resume. Now we get backstage control. I love how Vinnie just kind of throws Dabuz away, never focuses on him, always get rid of the Luma first. As a Rosalia player himself, he knows that that Luma is incredibly important to a lot of things that Dabuz wants to do.
We get the regrab, and the percentage lead goes back in favor of Dabuz. Vinnie opting to use this time off stage to charge up his needles. Safely returns, however, he does have to remaneuver himself around Dabuz so that he can secure his own sense of stage control, but he throws himself deep into Dabuz is up B, no, up air. That's the one with the hitbox.
Yeah, that is definitely the one with the hitbox, you know, and that hitbox, that is not a hitbox you want to get hit by in any situation. Right there, that jab, did that jab do like 23%?
It does a lot if you end up getting caught, and especially if like, you don't bother to DI it, or if you get caught in the middle of Rosalina and Luma during their jabs.
Absolutely. You know, like, you could just get both of those nice, meaty hitboxes.
Take a moment to appreciate gravitational pull on needles.
Yeah, I was going to say, you learn something new every day. To be honest, I didn't even really think that that option was something that existed, but, you know, Dabuz showing us something new every day.
And I like it, though, because it helps him stall a tiny bit off stage while also making sure that he has a safer recovery. And while the needles circle around him, they have potential to interrupt Bouncing Fish, I believe.
Exactly. That's absolutely smart. Because, you know, after Vinnie throws those needles, you know he's going to be wanting that Bouncing Fish confirm after. But right now, the only thing Vinnie wants is a stock, and that's exactly what he gets. 63% on deck. But, you know, Vinnie, he did just get the bracket reset. This is, not going to lie, Vinnie makes the right plays here. We could be looking at a 1-0 lead for Vinnie here, but Dabuz push. Oh, I thought he was dead for a second. I almost freaked out.
Not yet. The stage is zany, but it's not going to lead to any awkward kills like that unless we see more questionable DI.
Not yet, at least. You know, Rosa, not that much rage right now. We can see those crazy kills from Rosa at any percent, but more notably with the rage. But right now, Sheik is on with the rage, and you know, Sheik not known to be a potent character with it, but you know what? We can see what Vinnie can make happen. Definitely a man who
Can run into up smashes.
Yeah, he can do that. Yeah, he did that. He straight up did it.
That's his fault.
And look at Dabuz. He is straight up standing up and thinking. He's treating this like a major, my friends. He is standing up. He is using his energy. This man wants the W very bad. But Vinnie himself does as well. He knows he can do this. He took that last set 3-2. Even after Dabuz kind of made the comeback, he just kind of clinched it out. So we'll see what can happen. But Dabuz right now is up 1-0 on Vinnie. And, you know, we're staying with the Sheik. You know, no more Rosa, no Cloud. No, you know, the funny thing, too, is you'd expect if he was going to go to a secondary, it's like, oh, definitely Cloud, you know. But no, he opted for the Rosa Ditto. But, you know, right now, we are going to see the tried and true. We are going to see the comfort pick. The one, the only, the ninja, the Sheik. Y'all know what's up.
The Sheikah Warrior has been working out very well for Vinnie throughout this evening. And even though we saw that one game performance of his his Rosalina, and it worked out in his favor. He is opting to stay loyal.
And that's something I can definitely appreciate. You know, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, you know, maybe this... Oh no, he's alive. He's alive.
He's good. Never discount Sheik's ability to recover. Vanish is an incredibly potent recovery.
Absolutely, and even on top of that, you know, she's got a decent jump, and Bouncing Fish alone does give you a little bit of distance, so if you ever need to plug that in as well. I mean, he's got a lot of options to get back to the stage safely. Right now, Vinnie not looking very safe from danger, considering that a angry Dabuz is chasing after him. That is a very, very dangerous situation, no lie. And right now, Dabuz just trying to press his advantage at the ledge. Vinnie kind of hopping around on stage. This is kind of like one of those situations where I feel Vinnie wants to push Dabuz to the ledge. That's where he's been getting a lot of his percent recently. But Dabuz, you know, just kind of doing a good job at pushing his advantage on stage. Right now, Vinnie, you know, this is where he
Gets up
hit.
smashed.
Yeah, he got hit. Yeah, that boy got hit. That just stinks.
That's the issue when you're playing so aggressive and you're seeing so much gusto behind these approaches from Vinnie. Oftentimes, if the situation calls for it, Dabuz can just answer with basically the wake-up DP.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And that's actually kind of demoralizing in a weird way, too, because it's sort of like one of those situations where you're like, yeah, this is me, this is my stride. You know, you're starting to feel yourself. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, up smash, you're dead. But,
That's
you know,
how it goes.
Yeah, but right now, Vinnie, he's not letting that get to him. He knows that this is well within his grasp. Now, again at the ledge, this is where Vinnie tends to exude his confidence, already putting on around 30%. Make that 50. Right there, all of a sudden, you know, I kind of like how he's not necessarily always opting for Luma anymore. He's kind of realizing, hey, you know, I kind of got to make the plays at the ledge. He's kind of realizing he's really got to not necessarily dispose of Luma, but just kind of control Rosalina, you know, and that's kind of scary at the same time, because obviously playing with Luma is playing with fire, but it's also one of those situations where you can tell that Vinnie, he's exuding that confidence. He definitely feels like he could do this even without disposing of the Luma every time.
These single-hit Needle Storms doing so much to allow for Vinnie to approach where he can, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh, and
we even see the little taunt, just the little taunt.
You know, Dabuz feeling himself right now. He is up 2-0 in this set, but I will say this much. Last time these two played, Vinnie was up 2-0, and Dabuz was able to clinch those next two games out. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Game 10 here. I think that Vinnie is definitely incredibly capable of doing it. But right now, Dabuz is playing, something about his play is just a tad more solid, a tad more collected, and just, frankly, kind of muting all of Vinnie's smart options. You know, the second Vinnie gets a stride going, Dabuz just kind of throws out an option and basically kills him for it.
And it really goes to show the level of stamina behind both of these players. By this late into the bracket, it really goes to show that, like, it has to be tiring on them. But it's Dabuz who's really showing that he still has another tank of gas left to be burning, while Vinnie's running on fumes at this point. All of that gusto we had seen in the previous set and throughout his run this evening sort of seeming to be lost, as Dabuz has heavily adapted to his style of play.
Absolutely. And, you know, this is kind of like one of those situations, again, where Dabuz exuding this control. Rosalina at lower percent, but now Vinnie, again, pressing his advantage, standing at the ledge, and Dabuz knows that he's going to have to greet Vinnie right there at the ledge. Not a fun situation for him.
Was not able to come back on stage just yet. Loses his Luma. And Vinnie continues the stage pressure. Not a safe landing to be found for Dabuz as he eats that up air.
That was crazy. He did that before in the winner's set as well, and he did it against Cyber. Instead of going for an air dodge read, instead of going for a just flat-out up air, he reads the jump. Incredibly smart by Vinnie. Just exquisite play and just very good awareness, knowing that Dabuz would go for that option.
And it's not often that we see retreating up air as the option to kill. Like you're saying, it's a bit more unconventional, but it covers such a wide array of space, and it's really putting in the mileage for Vinnie tonight.
It's also kind of one of those options, too, where a lot of the time when, especially Sheik after the patch, where after she does something, it's sort of like, hey, you know, if I air dodge, it's a 50-50, but I'm just going to jump out because, you know, that makes it safe. But if Vinnie is anticipating the jump, he can also commit to an option and punish it as well. And Vinnie's showing us that just because it's not necessarily true, it doesn't mean that he can't make the magic happen.
still sitting with both of his stocks, and at 127%, Vinny's been able to rack up an impressive amount of percentage here. But it's all a matter about if he's able to carry this into something further. But right now, it's only carrying him into the blast zone. A nice offstage situation from Dabuz is going to be tying things up.
Put him in stock for Vinnie here, but I gotta admit, he does have a pretty sweet lead right now, 77% on Rosalina. Just the only thing that we really don't want to see is one of those crazy up air Luma kills. Definitely what Dabuz is more fishing for, but Vinnie, if he wants to take this, he's gonna have to press his advantage even further. Oh, I see what he's doing, going for the spike. Very, very interesting by Dabuz. He's not gonna land it though.
Very smart of Vinny, though. He SDI'd it towards the stage, and he was prepared to tech it if need be, but he ended up getting the soft hit of that down air. So Vinny was just clinging to the wall safely.
So, you know, this man being aware of his options, knowing that he can do certain things at certain times. And right there, that is an option that is definitely usable for Vinny, the up air, and that's going to kill.
Taking us even deeper into this reset bracket. Game
Deeper and
3
deeper
is
we
going to
go.
be going to Vinny.
And the deeper we go, you know, the crazier these games get. You know, right when you think this one player has the momentum, it just suddenly shifts to the other, and then we see this crazy exquisite play from that player. It's honestly kind of awesome to see this level of play. Oh, what? Whoa.
It's happening again.
I can't believe it.
We will be seeing the Vinny and the Luma.
After he's doing a Sheik thing so well after the last game, I guess right now he's like, you know what? I need some magic. And, you know, he's just going to do the ditto.
He's got a world to win at this point in bracket, and it's a matter about how well this Rosalina is going to be able to come in clutch for him. His Luma is the first to be biting it, but how well is he going to be able to take this here on Smashville?
That is the question here. You know, Vinny was able to win the mirror once, obviously, but then Dabuz was able to reverse it the next game. So I don't know if this is necessarily the best choice. You would think that maybe a player like Dabuz would kind of more so understand what's going on here. But I guess Vinny is just sort of like, hey, I'm going to beat you at your own game. And it's also maybe one of those things where he's like, hey, Sheik is really tiring. I'm getting tired of all this work. Maybe he wants to just kind of throw Dabuz off and, you know, kind of make him adjust to a different style of play.
With stage control heavily going into Rose's favor, Dabuz's favor right now.
It's like, hello,
yeah,
Rosa.
yeah, it don't work no more. But Dabuz is the one who's going to be sitting in stage control. He's got quite the heavy percentage lead right now, and he's doing a fair job of making sure that Vinny's landings are questionable, if even safe. And it appears that that's just sort of been how these two have been trading back and forth, with just punishing landings, because every other instance of their play is so incredibly calculated.
Oh, and that was a deep forward smash. Dabuz going to fade out, though. He doesn't want to do anything too silly, you know, anything too committal. Like we said, this is Dabuz is a man that kind of defensive, but also kind of technical in this way where he doesn't ever overcommit to an option unless he's, I want to say positive that it'll work.
But right now, the only thing positive is the stock count as Vinny's starting to claw his way back up. And in a very similar situation to Game 3, he's got the stock lead. He just needs to try and extend this as far as he can if he's going to be able to bring us into Game 5.
And I will also say that, you know, it's with these Rosalinas on, I was going to say with these Rosalinas on board and a ton of rage on Vinny, maybe we'd be seeing some jank kills, but Dabuz, he's going to mute any chance of that happening. Vinny, once again, finding himself on his tournament stock, but he is still playing out of his mind.
Both of these players just dancing around each other right now. Dabuz having to be forced to respect Vinny's Luma, and Vinny doing a constant job of just removing Dabuz's Luma from the equation. However, he is able to protect it, and now it's Dabuz who's sitting in stage control. His Nair is going to be taking out Vinny's Luma, and now sitting in a bit of a reversal from what we saw throughout the remainder of this game.
And you can tell Dabuz, he does want that up air. He's fishing for it for sure. But Vinny, he's going to fade around. He doesn't really want to get involved with any of that crazy up air business.
Now both of them have their Lumas. Up smash is going to allow Dabuz the proper opportunity to remove Luma once again, but Vinny also takes this opportunity to make sure there are no stars on board.
And I gotta say that both of them disposing of the Lumas, that was one of the most anime things I've seen all day. Just going back and forth, incredibly close, almost like rivals here all of a sudden.
Percentages are sitting near each other. Luma's charged back up, and a down air is going to be bringing us to the opposite side of the stage. Now things are getting down to the wire here.
This is getting really close. This is completely last hit right now for both these guys. Vinnie, the Luma is gone.
Vinnie single hopping his way back onto the stage.
Oh no,
up smash.
But Dabuz barely whiffing the up smash. This is getting absolutely insane.
The up smash from Vinnie was just enough to stun the enemy Luma, and that's what caused Dabuz's up smash to not really connect. Vinnie's is not going to be able to kill just yet. He is in control of the stage, but
and
with
then
the lack
that
of a
one
Luma,
will do it. And Vinnie pops off a little bit, and we're at a 2-2 set count. Game 10.
Are sitting in the game 10.
I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up. I'm joining Hangman. We're standing.
Dude, I almost felt
Too much.
I just need blood flowing through my legs. Real talk.
All right, but real talk, I want to stand. But anyway, these guys, even Dabuz, he's standing up right now. He's like, okay, I see you, Vinnie.
And we're going to be bringing it back. Game 10 of All or Nothing 25. Dabuz versus Vinnie is going to be a Rosalina Ditto.
You know, I would have never expected this if someone said this. I'm like, Vinnie mirroring Dabuz in the Rosa Ditto. Well, why? He's got a great Sheik. He's got a great Cloud. Why would you do that? And then if you showed me these games, I'm like, well, dang. Vinnie's on top of it. He's on top of this. Right now, you do got to keep in mind, although Vinnie is riding the wave of momentum, they're still technically tied up right now, 2-2. You just got to see if Dabuz can cook something up. You know, he did look at some notes, it looked like, in between the two sets. So maybe he's just kind of trying to recollect himself and figure out where he went wrong, you know. But this is looking pretty even right now. Dabuz with a little bit more percent on Vinnie, but, you know, in the mirror, I think that it doesn't matter as much, considering how early kills can be landed.
Yeah, this is certainly a unique mirror match. I often like to analyze what a character can bring to the table against itself, and as we've seen throughout the evening, like, Rosalina Luma has no issue with removing a Luma from the stage, and at the same time, Rosalina herself is incredibly evasive from Rosalina and Luma, thanks in part to her low weight class. That being said, while they're on stage, they do have to be particularly careful because Rosalina, she's a tall woman. She takes up a good amount of space. Even when she's crouching and trying to maneuver herself through her crawl, there's a lot of room there for Luma to be able to sneak in, and a few of Rosalina's disjoints could, you know, spell disaster.
But right now, you're not going to need disjoints if you're just following DI, following Lanez Dabuz with an up smash, putting Vinnie once again on his last legs. And this is the final time, folks. I mean it.
This is truly down to the wire now. Vinnie sitting on his tournament stock. All the chips are on the table, and this is the final hand dealt. It's a matter about if Vinnie can, you know, squeak this one out, try and tie things up even further, or is Dabuz going to clutch this out and prove why he is the superior Rosalina here on Long Island?
Yeah, this is a gamble. Now we just got to see who's Darby and who's Jotaro here. That was the JoJo's reference.
That's a JoJo's reference.
Shouts to JoJo's. But anyway, these guys.
JoJo's reference is becoming
Now air dodges. Okay, so I see Vinnie, you know, playing safe. He doesn't want to put on too much more percent here. Well, he read that too, but you know, Dabuz able to fade away.
Dabuz playing with his cards incredibly close to his chest right now. He does not want to overcommit because he knows exactly what lies on the line right now. And it's that difference between the gold and the silver.
Oh my God, it's
down
gonna
air
do it.
is going to spell it out. An incredibly hard-fought battle, but it's going to be Dabuz who defends his reign here on Long Island, here in New York. Your All or Nothing Smash 25 champ is going to be Renegade's Dabuz.